Lucknow, as we know it, is famous throughout the world for its rich Awadhi culture, lip smacking gourmet buildings, monuments, and gardens, which have been objects of interest and curiosity for not only the tourists but also the antiquary, the historian, the archaeologist, and the lover of art. The capital of erstwhile Awadh abounds with relics of the past, bearing marks of splendor and extravagance. There have been many historical sites and monuments about which a lot has been said and written. They have been idolized and occupy a renowned place in the pages of history books and manuscripts. One such site which evinces interest but has not had the fortune of being the object of fancy is the Sikanderbagh. This garden may be very well described as the Shalimar of Lucknow. It was built by Wajid Ali Shah, the last king of Awadh, especially in honor of one of his favorite mahals, Sikanderbagh, hence its name. The structure in the gardens were also built by him for her. Soon after his coronation, King Wajid Ali Shah appointed four courtiers, Mutamad Ali Khan, Ghulam Raza Khan, Sabit Ali Khan, and Kashi Ram, for the construction of a proposed garden complex attached to the Lal Baradari. The garden complex was completed in a year's time at a cost of rupees 5 lakhs. There was a house in the center of this garden, which also had a room purported to be a mosque. Najmul Ghani Khan informs of the garden complex being constructed at the behest of the king and gifted to Sikanderbagh by him. Thus it became famous as Sikanderbagh. Sikanderbagh was originally a courtesan named Umrao and was under the control of Unda Khanam. After his coronation, Wajid Ali Shah bestowed upon Umrao the title of Habibus Salatin Janab Sikandar Meher Sahiba when he fixed a salary of 3,000 rupees a month for her, with an assignment of serving meals to the king. The Sikanderbagh is a square building about 150 by 150 yards with a circular bastion at each corner. On the east face, there is a courtyard. The walls are of brick and 20 feet in height and have battlements. Two gateways are there on the east and the west. It is encircled by a high wall and has earned an imperishable page in the history as the death place of more than 2,000 mutineers who were bayoneted without mercy by the exasperated troops under the command of Sir Colin Campbell on the 16th of November 1857. During the Indian Mutiny, or the First War of Independence, what we prefer to call, it was used as one of many strongholds of sepoy mutineers during the siege of the British Residency in Lucknow. On the morning of 16 November 1857, while passing by its eastern side in a southern direction in a sunken lane, his force was surprised and stopped in its track by overwhelmingly heavy fire coming from it. During the Indian War of Independence, it was used as one of many strongholds of the sepoy mutineers during the siege of the British Residency in Lucknow. After a long hand-to-hand struggle, the British forced their way in greater numbers into the Sikanderbagh through the gate and through the breach which had been enlarged by the sappers. The patriots were slowly forced back, and about 2,000 of them took refuge in a large two-storied building and the high wall enclosure behind it, as has already been mentioned. The two doors to the latter, in which the main body of the mutineers now was assaulted by the 4th. Lieutenant McQueen led the assault against the right gate and Lieutenant Willoughby tackled the left. Such dreadful was the sight of Sikanderbagh, which bears witness to the cruelty and remorselessness of the British forces. The monument was declared a protected monument in the year 1920 via notification number UP 1645M 1133. But like the other monuments of the city of Lucknow, this monument has also been encroached by the government departments. The ASI has since spent rupees 1.79 crores on its repairs and renovations in the last 16 years between 2001 and 2016, and the efforts have certainly protected this monument from crumbling down to the tides of time. So this was the story of Sikanderbagh, Thank you.